Don't marry early. I don't know who is deceiving you to. If you want to know why I said this, please watch my video to the end to know why I said marrying early is a scam. Hello, beautiful people. My name is Susie Annie. I'm a mom of three. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. I just want to thank my subscribers who have been supporting me, watching my videos. Thank you all so much. And for my new subscribers, if you just stumbled into this video, thank you for watching. Please continue to support me because I have a lot of good and interesting videos coming up. I know you're going to enjoy my videos. So back to the main topic of the day. This is a very, very controversial topic. It has been debated not only in Nigeria, but all over the world. It's a very, very important and sensitive topic, and we're going to be discussing that topic today. And it is early marriage good or bad? And does it affect, most especially, does early marriage affect women? As someone who has been married for almost 10 years, I'm not a relationship therapist, I'm not a counselor, I'm not a pastor, all those kind of things. I'm just going to talk on experience. As someone that has been married for almost 10 years, I'm just going to give my own lifetime experience and advice to young couples, young brides, those who are aspiring to get married early or not early. So please watch this video to the end because you're going to enjoy this interesting topic, guys. As a young girl aspiring to be a better version of myself, after primary school, I entered secondary school. After that, I got admission into the University of Port Harcourt. That was when I started my degree. And that was how I met my husband. I think it was immediately when I entered university. And the first thing he told me when immediately he set his eyes on me, he was like, I like you, I want us to get married. And I was so young then because I think I was like 19 and I was so scared. I didn't know what marriage was about. And I said, no, please, 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 can you just hold on a little? Let me just be done with school before I can go into this, because, I was just so young and it wasn't something I was looking forward to at that young age because of how my mindset was as at then. So we continued talking, we were still communicating then, we're just normal friends. He will always call me to check up on me, advise me, tell me, hope you're reading, if you have any issues with any subject, let me know, I will teach you. He was always there. He was that friend that you could call anytime you need help or something. He was always there for me and all that. And I think that was what led us to till the day we tied the knot. We eventually tied the knot, and I was 22 when I eventually took that decision to get married with my husband, and that was how it all started. In fact, prior to us getting married, when I broke the news to my friends, my family members and loved ones, I had a lot of mixed reactions. In fact, some were mostly concerned, some were happy, just a lot of a whole mixed reactions. My mom was like, what do you know about marriage? Why will you be getting married? You're too young, you're too small. What do you know? Do you know what marriage is about? In fact, she was so scared. But my dad took it like a good thing. He was like, don't worry, it's not that bad, you're going to learn. My dad really encouraged me and all that. My mom was just kind of scared. Some of my friends were like happy, some were like concerned, so it is just like an advice to young girls aspiring to get married. You have a lot of mixed reactions. Don't take it as maybe this person is being negative towards you. The person might just be concerned about your welfare, because sometimes as a young lady getting married, marriage can either break you or make you. So these are just the concerns for young ladies that are getting married. So many people focus their attention on that wedding day, that wedding party that they do. They will just be happy and spring, but that one is just party. That's not even the main wedding. The main wedding is after that serene. You people are doing that side, you spray money and all that. After that one, that is the main wedding. When you enter your husband's house, you are now under your husband. That is the main wedding. Because on my wedding day, oh, my friends were, in fact, all my friends came from all everywhere around Nigeria, everywhere. Even the ones that came from Ghana, they came, they attended the wedding. Hey, I was so happy that day. I saw all my friends, my husband's friends were there. We had our party, our wedding party, and all that. It's now dawned on me, when I go back home. I was like, that was when people now started calling me Mrs. Mrs. I say, eh? How did I get married? Where did I get married? Hey, do you know that all those friends that came to my wedding, I did not hear from them again. No. It was like when I got married, I didn't have any friends. It was like I was just alone everywhere. There was this silent voice in my head. Hey, marriage, it will teach you a lot. If you're not careful, marriage will either make you or break you. So you have to make that decision. You know that period, that was when I understood what marriage was about. When I was getting married, I felt maybe I know everything. Hey, Susie, you know everything now. You've seen things, you've seen life. What is there that you cannot do in marriage? Marriage is a whole different ball game. In fact, I had to start learning a lot of things. I thought I could cook before. So when I got married, I started learning new dishes I've never heard before. And me, marrying an Igbo man, an Enugu man at that, they don't joke with their local delicacies. They don't joke with their local dishes. I had to bring myself and learn from the beginning. It was as if I didn't know how to do anything. Yeah, marriage comes with a whole lot of challenges. Because as a newly married woman, you're going to lose friends. Just know that you will lose friends, both intentionally and unintentionally. It might not be your fault, and it might also be your fault according to their own story. You don't have to feel bad. It's a normal thing. And you should also be careful with the kind of friends you make. That's just the truth as a married woman. Because you might be discussing something that your husband did to you with your friend, and it might be a small thing, but your friend might blow it out of proportion, and it might end up to be another problem. Because most friends have destroyed people's marriages, their friends' marriages. They might not want to destroy it intentionally. It might be from their own point of view. So it's not everything you discuss with your friends as a married woman. You just have to take that home. And also, in marriage, you have to learn how to interact with your in-laws, because some people just get married and focus on their husband and their kids or their parents. They will just move their in-laws aside. Hey, it cannot work. Oh, you will suffer, my sister. You go suffer up. So you have to learn how to be very, very close to your in-laws, no matter what. Because some of you ladies, you'll be comparing your in-laws. Hey, my mother-in-law is not doing like my mother. My sister-in-law is not doing like my sister. They are different people. You're entering a new home. You're entering a new family. Your lifestyle when you were living in your father's house, the way they behave in your father's house, not the same thing. Not the same way they behave here. So you have to learn how to adapt and welcome your in-laws. Be close to them, because when issues arise, they are the ones that will fight for you. And I see some ladies that say, oh, my husband loves me so much, and my sister-in-law, she says if she does anything, I will not take it from her. You start fighting with your sister-in-law. It will not work, my sister. It cannot work. Bring yourself down. Be close to your in-laws. That's just thing. Many people don't want to learn. Many ladies don't want to hear this, but you have to learn how to interact with in-laws, because they are one of the backbones to your marriage. You have to learn how to interact with them, be close to them. And the main point I want to address, in fact, this is the main one I want to address in one of the challenges of early marriage: career path. Some ladies now, they will just like they've not discovered their self. I'm not saying maybe a young girl cannot discover herself. Some women are 30, 35, even 60 years. They've not discovered their self. And most of these things bring, some kind of challenges to marriage. If you've not discovered yourself as a lady, both career-wise, if you don't know what you want for yourself, if you just want to be a homemaker, you want to be a career woman, all this kind of thing can mess with your marriage. In fact, you need to discover yourself. as a lady, before you get married, you need to discover yourself. You need to know what you want. Do you want to go for your career ambition, or do you just want to be a homemaker, take care of your children, your husband, your family? These are the things you need to discuss with your spouse, your husband, before you get married. Because as little as it may seem, these are the things that breaks marriages. I'm telling you. Because sometimes you might want to go for a career path that will, take your time, take everything about you. You travel for years because of that particular career, and you might marry someone that might not be happy about it. And those kind of things that can break marriages. So these are things you need to discuss. In fact, you need to sit down and discuss with your spouse, with your husband, before you go into marriage, that see, this is what I want to achieve, this is where I want to be, so and so time, this is the way I want to achieve it. Then you guys will now agree, and you will see your marriage will move smoothly. But if these things are not discussed prior to marriage, and you're like, okay, you want to do this, and you're marrying a husband that maybe he wants you to be a career person, but he also wants you to take care of the home, and it might not really work. And you guys will start having issues. So discover yourself. It doesn't matter if you're 30, you're 40, you're 20, you're 19, you're 25. Discover yourself. Know what you want before you go into that marriage. Discuss with your partner. Tell him this is what you want, this is how you want it, before you go into that marriage, and you will see your marriage will just be smooth and sweet, and it will be sailing perfectly well. Everybody open your ears. Hey, there is another very important one I want to discuss. As little as it may sound, is a very, very big issue. This issue has affected both celebrities, normal people, any kind of people, any kind of couples, whether celebrity, rich or poor. It has affected so many people. It's on the issue of lifestyle. It's little, but it's a very huge problem. Because sometimes we ladies, we tend to see things and overlook it. Before getting married, you see a man, okay, your husband will come and want to get married, and this person is a nightlife person. He loves going out. He's a social butterfly. Like all the parties, anyone, even the one they called him to come, the one they did not call him, he will attend. He comes back late, and you were fine with it though. Before you got married, you were fine with it. You got married, then after getting married, you're now having issues with the man because he's coming back late. Auntie, how now? Is it that you did not reason it before the marriage? It's not about just getting married. That you have to reason it, like, okay, if we start having kids, is this the life you want your husband to be living? Is this how you want your kids to be looking at your husband? Maybe when your kids come, they'll be like, where is daddy? Daddy went to party around 2 a.m. He's not back. Is that the kind of life you want? And you yourself as a woman, you're not this kind of party person. You went to get married to party person. You're not complaining. How does it work? How is it possible? How now? So these are the issues. Or you see someone, and the person is a chained smoker, and you're like, okay, I'm fine with it, forgetting that on a long run this person can have issues, illnesses, like maybe lungs issue, kidney problem and all that. Are you willing to take that risk on a long run? And also heard maybe when you're smoking around kids, they tend to have cancer, maybe when you're pregnant for the child or something like that. Are you willing to take that risk with that person? Or not, when that person start having all these sicknesses, kidney problems, liver problems, you now abandon the person and say, oh, I didn't sign up for this, I told him to stop smoking, he didn't listen. So these are the things you need to sit down and look and say, can you take all these things? Can you cope with this kind of lifestyle? And so men, they will see a lady, maybe you met this lady, and you know that this lady is this kind of party kind of person. She likes to go to club, she likes to go clubbing, and you say, okay, let me get married to her. Maybe when she start having kids, she will change, she will start being motherly, she'll start being no. You can't assume that in your head. You can't. These are the issues. And when you get married to this kind of woman, you want to force her to change. That's when you start having big issues in that marriage. You saw all these things before getting married. Why would you want to force the woman to change? or maybe she was dressing a certain way before you got married to her, and you liked it, and you know she was exposing her body and you liked it, and you got married to her, and you expect that when she now start having kids, you want her to start covering up, you want her to start dressing modernly, and she doesn't want to dress modernly because that is not her lifestyle, and you start having issues with it. So these are the issues in marriages. These are the issues you need to, in fact, before you get married, you have to look at that person and say, can you cope with this kind of lifestyle? Can you cope with this? Can you live with this kind of lifestyle for the rest of your life till death do you part? So these are the questions you ask yourself before you get married. And this is why so many marriages are having issues now. These are the main reasons why so many marriages are having issues. So it doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, 20, 15, 18, it doesn't matter. As long as the person you're getting married to, you sit down, heart to heart, you ask yourself questions. Am I ready? Am I ready to live with this kind of lifestyle for the rest of my life? Or guy, you ask yourself questions. Am I ready to live with this kind of lifestyle of this lady for the rest of my life? And if you're ready, so be it. You take that chance and you get married. Yeah. And the last but not the least I want to discuss about is about personality. You need to know the personality of your partner. If your partner is temperamental, you cannot just go and marry somebody. You're temperamental. You go and marry somebody that is temperamental. So if both of you start fighting, who will not calm each other down? This one carry bottle, this one carry knife. How we okay, madam, what do you how do you want it to end? So you need to know your partner's personality. Oh, hey, if this person has anger issues, at least the other person should be calm, so that when this person is angry, the other person will be like, okay, let's take it easy, let's take it easy. Then after some time, you just discuss, talk about the situation when everything has calmed down. So all these things are things you need to look out for. All these things are very, very important key things you need to look out for, because sometimes when you just marry someone you don't know at all, it might bring a lot of issues. So it also boils down to, is early marriage a scam, or is early marriage good? Is left for you to know. Sometimes early marriage is good for some people. Early marriage, in fact, is the best thing. If so many people have gotten married at 19, at 20, at 18, and they've stayed till 40 years, 50 years, in fact till they died safe. So why some people, they will still get married at 40, 35, and they will still get divorced. So it depends on how you discuss all these things with your partner. It also depends on the kind of partner you have. If you have a husband that is patient with you, as someone that is getting married early, if you have someone that maybe as a young girl you're getting married early, you get married to a partner that is patient, is willing to teach you, is patient enough for you to learn. That's just it. That's just the perfect person for you. I just thank God for the kind of husband I got married to. He was always willing to teach me, and I was always willing to learn. He is a very patient person. He's very patient with me. In fact, when I came in, he was like, okay, I'm going to teach you how to cook. Sometimes I didn't even know how to cook most of the things, and he will be like, he will show me, because he knows that, oh, I'm not that kind of person. So, just depends on the partner you get married to. Yeah, so it all boils down to all this. So thank you for watching my videos, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Please share this video, because it might help somebody. You don't know the person you're sharing it to, whether it will help the person. It will help someone. Don't forget to share this video. All right, guys, bye for now.